Alright, so today we're going to be we're finally going to do the Raylib part because I realized that I don't want to fight with a stupid main function right here that I'm just going to throw away. So we're going to be testing it in Raylib, and finally we're getting to the Raylib part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this to lib, and what we're now going to do is going to make a new directory. Hello, the new directory. And we're going to call this game. Fine, I'm going to cut and paste that. you silly Willy. Alright, so let's rock this back too. Okay, everything looks fine now. So we're going to keep all that, but anything that says printf, I'm just going to get rid of it. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to need to include Raylib. I'm going to actually show you how to do this, just in case you didn't know. So we're going to go to source, wherever your Raylib is installed. I think the installer will by default install it to your C drive. So instead of source, we're going to go back one. We're going to go to examples. Oh, sorry, not that one. It's in, no, it is here. Projects, that was it. I'm going to take Cmake, and I'm going to just take everything in here. I'm going to come to Cmake lists, and I'm going to paste it right up there. We're not doing anything for Apple, we're not doing anything for web. That looks good. Add executable, let's get rid of all of that. And I don't know if this is important, but that was before this, so I'm going to put that there. So project name is what I call RPG2. So now, if I refresh this, it should download all of the Raylib stuff for this right here. Cmake files, not that. This one, deps. There it goes, Raylib. Okay. And for Cmake, that's all you have to do. You could link all of the stuff in the source for Raylib right here. I just, for whatever reason, decided not to, that's all. Great. So, just like with everything, we're going to include Raylib.h. There we go. And then down here, what is it? Init window. So what do we need? We need a width and a height, so we'll just do width is 800 by 600, and the title RPG2, or RPG System 2. Okay, there's our Raylib all set up, sort of, because I've realized just by doing it so many times that if you don't have a draw loop while Windows should close like that, but at the very beginning, not Windows should close. We're gonna have a loop that's gonna say begin drawing. Everything's in capital, and then end drawing. Hello, end drawing. There we go. So if you don't have these in here, your window will lock up. Let me just demonstrate that. Oh, I gotta build Raylib. Take a sip of coffee. Okay, now look, my spinning window here, I can't click it, I can't drag it, I can't interact with it, I can't even close it, because it has locked the whole thread. It's just infinitely looping. But if I do this, it will release the thread, because it now has work. So now I can move the window around and click it. Do you ever notice that being strange? That's probably why. Okay, so I have a combat system, init all gear. Now let's just design our UI real quick. This one. There we go. So this is going to be our, where is this? This is going to be our UI that we want to model. Right? Just close this and make this smaller so that we can see it. And I'm going to pull down here, and I have a hotkey for control space that will lock it to the top. That's all part of this, by the way. I'll go over that. I've already gone over it somewhere. I don't know where it was, but we can talk about that in another video sometime. So, we have begin drawing and end drawing. We don't know what we're drawing yet, so we need a health bar, and then a narrator bar, and then these items and stuff. So let's get thinking about what those look like. So they're all just rectangles, right? That's all they are. So let's do draw rectangle lines, and then we're gonna do, what does that look like over here? That looks like, no, get out of here. Power toys, help me. There we go. We have this health bar up in the top right, and then the middle left. So top right, I'm gonna guess that this is, you know, an 800 by 600 window. Let's say 700. Yeah, maybe 650. So X is 650. I'm gonna put it down from the top a little bit, so maybe 75. How wide is it? I would say that's about a fifth of the screen. So 800 divided by 5. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, so I'm gonna just type it out because computers are smart. And color, height is, I don't know, maybe an eighth of 600. So 600 divided by 8, and then we'll finalize those numbers in a minute. And then color, I'm just gonna say gray. Gray? They spelled it with an A, didn't they? They did. Okay. So there's that. And then in the same spot, I'm gonna draw a rectangle like that. I might as well move that down so that it draws over it, but this will be green. Okay. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Not quite. Alright, okay. So 650, let's do, so that looks good. That's fine to me. So then I'm going to draw the other one. A health bar for the opponent. And then draw the health bar for the player. I do that all the time. Or put the L after the, or LPY. I don't know why I do that. Maybe I got some lag on my right hand. Who knows? So this one, we're gonna put it at 75-ish. Yeah, 75 looks fine. 75. The Y is gonna be a bit, I'll say half, you know, 400. Next, I need another UI element for this narrator. Stop it. This narrator box right there. So we're gonna draw a rectangle. Okay, and that's gonna be, let's give it a 50 pixel offset for an X. Y will be narrator text, and then come down here. Menu items. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's our super duper extreme nice UI. I'm gonna do clear background to black there. So that way it will refresh every frame, because otherwise it will just smear everything because it won't be clearing. It's kind of like in Paint where you're drawing with a paintbrush. That's why we clear the screen. I could even demonstrate that maybe. So if I draw a rectangle, I'm going to do this just for demonstrational purposes. Float, I don't know, float test equals 0. I'm going to say float plus, test plus equals get frame time. So it'll move over every frame. So 1 second it'll move the whole thing over. So then if I just test rectangle, draw rectangle, I don't know, 0, 0, 25, 25, white, like that. But instead of this, we're going to draw it test. And I know that's a float, but there it goes. That's slow as all sin, so I'm going to do test times 10. Down there. Let's do test times 10. There it goes. So it's not refreshing the background, so that is just moving and kind of streaking behind it. But if I get rid of this, you'll see that every time a frame happens, it will clear the back buffer. Or I guess it'll clear just both of them before it starts painting to it. So that way it will not appear so it's streaking. So that's why you do that. Don't forget to do that. If you're ever having a weird graphical thing, that's why. You can also strategically turn it off for some glitching effects if you wanted to. Alright, so now I need 2 combatants. These guys are just stick figures, so that should be easy enough. Okay, there we go. Looks very good. So I'm going to save that as an asset. We're going to make a new folder inside of here. We're just going to call it folder assets. Okay, and then we're going to save it there as stickman. Stickman. There we go. Oh, that's not close. Control W does not close that. Okay. So then stickman is going to be up. This is strategic, right? That didn't work. It should put him in assets, so I'm just going to cut and paste him into assets. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so now I can put that stickman in there, but it's going to have a problem because I made it in paint. It doesn't have any alpha, so it's just going to draw the box around him, but you know, for now that's totally fine with me. I don't mind. So we're going to make an image in Raylib. Is it image or texture? Image equals load image. Okay. File name is going to be that assets stickman.png. And then texture equals new texture, or texture, load texture. I thought I typed that, but file name texture TV. Do I not have to make an image first? We'll humor that. Let's get rid of the image then. I don't know what I'm thinking of that you needed to do that, but oh well. That's our texture. So then I'm going to draw up below everything. We're going to draw texture, and it's going to be texture, and it's going to be position X. So where is player 1? Or player 0, or player character? He's like right on the edge, so we're just going to 0. And I don't know, down a little bit. I'm just going to do 0, see where it goes, and then white for tint, because white means just full channel. Every channel is full. Okay. See what that looks like if texture worked. Okay, texture worked. I figured it out. So, okay-ish. That's fine for now, but let's do the next guy. And he's gonna be at the... I don't know how big my image is, but let's just do 500 for now. And I think I want to do Draw Texture Pro, like this. So that's my texture. Source is just, that's going to be rectangle. And it's 0, 0. What was the width? God, I should have looked at that first. So let's go here. Does it tell me any information about it in this? 342 by 433. Perfect. 332, 433, I think it was. Don't make stupid texture sizes, by the way. There's a lot of reasons you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, that's my source. Destination is the same. Oh no, it's not. So that was the other one that I said, 500 and 0 for fun. Sorry. I was right the first time. And then this is 500 by 0. Okay. Rotation. I don't want to rotate it per se. I want to flip it. How do I flip something? I don't know. We're not going to flip it right now. So I'm just going to do 0.0 and then do this. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. Vector to origin. Oh, I don't remember how this works. 0, 0. So you can pivot from the top left corner and then do that. Okay, what does that look like? That's kind of perfect. I just need him to flip the other way. I'm going to make it 450. And then we're just going to stop looking at that. Yeah, okay, perfect. So I just don't know how to flip that guy. Can I do negative? Can I do negative 450? Is that going to be okay? Oh no, that was the wrong one. Wait. That should be positive. That's the x and y. The width. Negative 332. No, that didn't work. Alright. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'll figure that out off screen so you don't... You know what? Let's do that together. So, I'm going to open this in private because it keeps trying to tell me to sign into a website and it's just straight up like, here's your full name. What am I doing? So, Raylib flip texture. How do I flip a texture? The source is a negative width. Really? Can I do that? Okay. Alright. That's what I wanted. Very cool. Alright. And then, you know, just I might as well just make this white so that I don't have to worry about the look of it. Hey, look, we're getting real close. Real close. So, I want to make that height a little bigger, but I don't want to fight with it, so. Draw the health bar for the player, narrative box. Height. 150. 150. Okay. That's fine. I don't care. I don't want to fight with that too much. So those are all of our boxes and stuff. I do want to fight with it. I'm so sorry. Dude, it's bothering me. Alright, I like that a lot better anyway. So, this is our narrator box. This is where all of our text is going to go for like, oh, you hit this guy, or he hit you, or whatever. And then this is where all of our items are going to be, your menu items. And it's basically just going to be action, I guess. Great. So, everything should also still be working. So, did I print off anywhere in the library? I did. So now, what I'm gonna have to do is figure out a way to have this return something to the UI that says, this is what happened. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can have it so that, oh please, just click that, thank you. You can have it so that like, return like a struct or something that has like the result code and the ID of the string, or the string could be the result code. I don't know. But something like you return a 1 and it's just like, oh, that's the ability, this thing, string. We'll have like a giant string table, and it'll be an enum of const char pointers, so they're stored in the read-only memory, so that should be fine. I think we're gonna do that until something better kind of makes itself known. So we could return the struct, and I can, for now, maybe we'll just return the number. Instead, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to, I guess, define. This is probably a good place for this. Const char pointer. We're gonna say ability result uint I don't know, result code, I guess. So this is gonna be switch result code. Alright, so we have to start planning out all of the states that can be expressed through an ability. So we're gonna I'm gonna make this in here, just real quick and dirty, and then we'll move it to its proper place. But enum ability result uint at, okay, and then ability result. So for it's unsigned. So I'm just gonna do this where ability error, just always have an error code equals 99, right? And right here we're gonna have ability length or max. I don't know what to call that yet, but up here we're gonna say ability do. Oh my god. Do nothing. Wondering if I have any reason to do that, because I do have this. I suppose that's not the worst. No, you know what I do? I do want to do this for, I'll show you in a second. Do nothing. What do I want to call this? I'm going to call it narrate for now. And then we're going to do basically two of them for results. So I guess what I could do is copy and paste this from here. Now this is obviously not ideal, because if I want to make a new ability I have to do a bunch of different things twice basically. Can I do this? CLion, show me your strength. I can. Okay. So I'm gonna go alt right, not that. Control right, result, and then up, back. Sorry, end, back, and then narrate. Okay, easy peasy. Love that. So let's get rid of that. This is how that's gonna look. So then I'm going to pull this out and bring it into RPG system. I'm just going to paste that right here. Okay, and then ability, stickman, don't need that, and define. So let's just get rid of that real quick and generate it. I'm going to do this, convert to string, great, okay, pull that out, define, there we go. Ability result. This is just going to be a hello. Stop trying to help me. uint at result code. Paste that there, and then this is going to be ability result to string. Great. And so the way that this will work is now we have to account for a state where it's kind of like, I'm going to very crudely draw this real quick, but you've got like it's your turn starts, and then you select an ability, and then you select a target, and then it plays out the narration text, and then it actually plays out the result text. So you can also have it so like you can pick an ability, but then you can go back to here, and then you can pick a target, but you can go back to here, and then once you pick a thing you can only go forward. So this is what our state machine really looks like. So kind of this deal. So like once you select it's your turn started, you have selected, you're now in the I have selected phase. Once you've selected that, you select your target. I have selected my target. How do I want to phrase that? I think I might even just be able to get rid of this first node then, because stage 1 is selecting an ability, like navigating the menu. Okay, so that's the same thing as this. Selecting an ability, and once you have selected, it'll move you to selecting a target. Now you can just go back from there, but you can, once you lock it in, it'll play the narration text, and then from there, it will then play the result text. Okay, so there's 4 possible states in that, which means that in ability, no, round, I only have 3 right here. Well, I have more than that, but this is where that will be accounted for. So let's just get rid of all this printf stuff. Okay. 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 Yeah, alright. I will come back to that later. Great. So, main. Now I want to support what we were already doing, where you select a target. And so we're going to have these states should return something, yeah? Advanced turn should return something. So, I'm going to return an int, or uint at. Okay, and now it's yelling at me because the types don't match. Alright, okay. Advanced turn. Okay. Main, we're gonna do that. So, no, I deleted that. I didn't mean to delete that. So we need to create a character, and it's gonna be system dot character info. But I need the address of that, I suppose. And then we're gonna need. Did I not need a team for that? Oh no, I guess I didn't. I was just kind of, they're both my characters, I was playing for both of them. So we'll add a team to that in a moment, but health 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, yeah. That looks fine to me. Do it again for another character, okay. And then equip gear character, oh sorry, the address of system. And then we're gonna need the address. No, not the address. So player 0 is going to have on gear in, what is it called? Gear, armor, leather. That's it. Okay. Gear, weapon, bow, gear, offhand, quiver. Okay. Equip gear, system 1, gear, armor, mail. Okay, give him a little advantage, I guess. Equip gear. I don't know why I'm doing that again. Let's do it like this. And then this is gear, weapon, wand, gear, offhand. Another wand, dual wielding wands. Got it. Alright, so that's our two characters set up. So now that we have our two characters set up, we can finally do our turn stuff. So in here, ability results. Should I call this turn result? Maybe? I don't know. Well, we'll leave that alone for now. I don't want to think too hard about that because it's not very important. This is going to be a tough one because, yeah, I don't care. So, this is the green one. The width is going to be 175 minus, and I'm going to do it here, system dot character info dot stats dot buff plus system dot character info dot stats. Do I do this really? Buffs current. Interesting. Divided by. Do I want to do divided by max? I'm just gonna do current. No, because that's not really representative, is it? Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be a little shaggy, but this divided by system.characterinfo.stats.max, and of course that is an array, yeah. Yep, so then I want to do the index of 1 times max stats, or stat max, this stat max plus stat health. Okay. Why is that like that? Dot buffs. There it is. Okay. Alright, you're in the way now. So then I need to steal this and then put that there. Merger input. Whoops. That's stats. And put that there. Stats. Okay. Oh, whoops. It's just for now. That's not going to work. We're just going to pretend we don't have buffs for health. We don't actually have buffs for health right now, so that should be fine. And, I guess there's only really one way to test that at the moment. And, that's fine. So, I'm going to do this exact same thing right here. Just paste it right there. Okay, this should be just plus that health because player 0 is just the offset. Okay, does that break? Oh, I didn't like something. Okay, so that still looks good. Okay, and then I'm gonna make that into times. So if it's full, it'll be 1, and if it's not, then it won't. Okay, and from there, I suppose I just want to damage one of them. I'm just going to do that really quick. So system dot character info dot stat sub stat max plus health equals, I'm just going to say 6, or dot current equals 6. Not quite there. Let's just get rid of buff for just a moment. I think I know the answer, and it's because these are both yeah, I'm gonna have to cast this as floats. Okay. Alright, so that's doing what I wanted it to do. Perfect. Okay. And now this is upset because it's not a float. Come on. Why are you so upset? Oh, because it takes ints. Alright, whatever. You're fine. Deal with it. So that's our UI setup. Sort of. That should also be a float. Alright, okay. And I know you're sad about that, but like this. Alright. Everything's still looking okay? Yeah. Alright, so that is decent, I suppose. Is what, 45 minutes of stuff? Yeah. So I think I'm going to call it there just for now, because the next thing that we have to get into is very involved, and this will take another hour or so to do it. So we're going to stop here, and then we'll come back to that again next time. Next time we're going to actually re-implement the combat turns and stuff. And then in the future, after that video, we're going to get AI player and PC player, and we're going to make them fight against each other, and we'll even turn them both to AI players and make them fight each other like that. So yeah, I will see you next time.